Don't nobody want to work a job right now, man. Everybody is trying to create a job to get free. Man, I think cause it's not about to be any jobs here in a minute. Like everything can be automated with a machine.
Absolutely.
So like
that we were doing, it's
so
automated.
It make it like a renaissance again, like where you can like it's everything is new.
Mm-hmm.
You can create a job instead of just getting a job. Like there's a lot of people getting money over the pandemic because they was just solving problems for people.
Yep.
And
it's just different now. You know what I mean? It's more tech. So I was telling my wife she needs to pull out of retail is cool, but being at Kroger is straight. But it's like when you have a niche situation. Woo.
Can we turn it down a little bit?
Yeah. But when we have a niche situation, is it recording?
Yeah, it's recording.
When we have a niche situation, being at a retailer or anything like that, it's like either you stay there for a long period of time or it runs its course. You know what I mean? And then you have to get out.
Yeah, because it's no more 30-year jobs, man.
At all.
You ain't about to get a job. I don't know, man. Maybe like GE or something like that. Like where you have, it's more of a career. But just being like, hey, I was at the old factory for 35.
35 years. 25.
They gave me a blue pen.
And they said, do. No,
man.
Nah, that's how they do.
But would you really want to work for somebody for 35 years straight?
No. Like, and then get a watch. You know what I mean? A gold watch. What? You gonna give me a gold watch? Ain't even a Rolex. What is it, a Timex? What is this?
This is the cheapest thing we could find.
Yeah. Who wants that? Like, I don't want no damn watch on my way out. Like, that's like, it's kind of embarrassing.
Give me some money, man. Give me some stock shares
bro.
Give me some profit sharing.
Yep.
Man.
You know what I mean? Give me that. Give me about 30% off of the cost of each share. You know what I mean? That I want to buy.
No, man, give me a couple shares. If you've been there for 35 years, man, like at least have a percentage of your company that goes to like a 35 and up club.
Yeah. So
like maybe not everybody get shares, but like these are dedicated shares for that group of people, and then we kind of profit share through there.
Well, I mean, with that, you kind of run into the situation of when they die, when a person dies, and if they do have life insurance policy or something like that, how do you transfer that? How do you transfer? Does that get absorbed by the company? You know what I mean? Or does that get sent to the person that is still alive for the person that is, getting that money? Like, what do you do with that?
They should give them at least one share, man. Especially if it's a super profitable company. One share or something might be worth $1,500 or.
Well, it depends. Like, say, what was it?
You shouldn't have to give all your life juice to somebody, and then it's a wrap. Like, if you do get a job for 35 years, man, they should honor your work tenure for 35 years, bro. Yeah. Because that ain't no easy.
Like, because, I mean, with, like, say, Elon Musk and his company, like, I mean, his shares is, I think it's like 300 or so.
Yeah.
Per share, but then his stock has split several times. You know what I mean, and so most of those splits are going to be worth something different, and then they're going to go up even more. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It's like taking your money and putting it in separate accounts, and then watching it grow even more. You're like, well, damn, I'm really doing something with this. I'm really, really doing something with this. But like, if you don't pass that off to the person, you know what I mean? Then they're just going to be like, well, it's worth nothing to me anymore because, say if I'm retired, it's not going to do anything. I want to be able to pass that to my kids or pass that to my grandkids or something like that. But they got bonds, they have bonds that you can that you can pass off to your family members.
They said they're not buying bonds back.
They're not. The
That's
EE
crazy.
bonds and the EE bonds and I think it's EIE bonds. You know, you don't really see people buying those anymore, which is kind of rough because people was capitalizing on that. You know,
Definitely.
The Caucasian folks.
The people who know the tricks of the trade, man.
Yep, they were buying bonds when their kids were, 1 year old, as soon as they was born. And they sit on them bonds for 15, 20 years.
Yeah, bro.
And they give them to the kids after they get done, after they grow up and go to college.
So what does that bond do?
It grows. So that bond, it's a fixed cost, and then it grows. You know what I mean? Whenever, it's the worth of the company or whatever it is. And that just, it just grows. From there, you gain money off of it. And you take whatever it's worth during that time that you cash it out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
They should have a stock exchange for hip hop, and you can buy stock in any rapper or like label.
Because they are a business, man.
Bruh. Like, hey, they need a HipHop Stock Exchange, bruh. Like, you can buy. Let me get 15 shares of Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Because I know it's gonna win.
Or
That'll
Blue
be
Ivy.
Yeah, like that's that new stock strain. Yeah.
The Blue Ivy.
Yeah, I feel like she might do something in the future, man. Or you can buy like into their ventures, or buy into Rockefeller. I just want to
investing in their next thing,
bruh. Like, imagine, bruh.
You could. It's just
because I watch hip hop like the stock exchange. I know who hot. I got vibes on who gonna be the next guy. Who got like. It's an artist like Keem the Great, or
Trippie Redd from around my hometown, Canton, Ohio.
Yeah,
I'm from Massillon, but he just signed a deal for some good, something good.
Bro, somebody really want him to win because I don't really hear too much about Trippie Redd.
He got a whole family behind him though. You know what I mean? And shout out to Trippie and the whole family. Y'all know who y'all is
because he signed to like Lucian Grange's son. Yeah,
now, I mean, just with that, like.
That's a good secure place.
His company stock is doing well. You know what I mean? His self-worth. I mean, he changed up his aim. He was looking to buy land and kind of build generational wealth, which is what he's doing.
Hey, and that's the name of it.
As long as you can get out of that routine of losing your money after you've been rapping for years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because that's happened.
Or you not have no money the whole time you was rapping just because of the way you signed your deal.
360 deals, or like how the Locks back in the day when they signed with Puffy.
Yeah, bro.
But P Diddy now, they told him up. It took him a long time to get out that deal. You know what I mean?
But
like, now they're able to get money.
You got to know what your deal consists of, and I think these days it's like they used to create a business out of you. Now it's like you already got to have a business with profit flowing through it. They essentially treat it like business buying. Like we used to just buy a business.
You're basically a franchise.
Yeah.
And your team is your employees. You know what I mean? That work for you.
And now they only really want to buy something that's up and moving. How much traction is it gaining? Yeah, likes, streams. Oh yeah, I'll put some money behind here because I know I can guarantee a 5% return or a 12%. Like that's how these rich people see it.
But that becomes their stock exchange.
That's what it is, bro.
You know what I mean? It's more of a fixed.
But imagine
contractual thing. That's what makes it even crazier.
Imagine having 200 shares of Lil Boosie or something like that. Like, especially with the way we look at it, where we can see like, oh yeah, they hot, and like. Our stock exchange is like being in the neighborhoods where somebody blowing up and being like, hey, they don't even know that it's this many people who follow this already, but I know. So that's like having an insight with the stocks. Like, man, I know this company, they got this and this owner. They got these are the VCs. I mean, the VAs or whatever, angel investors.
Yep.
It's like, man,
but
imagine.
The thing is, how do you stop the insider trading stuff? You know what I mean? Like, if you know,
they don't stop it on their end. They know these things.
They do, but they don't tell. Like, if you know an album's coming out, like say for instance, Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre, he created a DLC. Well, he had Rockstar create a DLC for Grand Theft Auto. Right?
What's a DLC?
It's a I forget what they call them. DLC.
Look it up.
I gotta look it up. Yeah. Hold on.
They're gonna look up DLC, man. If you know what DLC is, leave it in the comment, man. And then right after that, we need you to go ahead and like, share, subscribe, man.
So downloadable content. I don't know why I didn't know that. I'm a gamer. I'm like, what am I doing? But it was a story that Dr. Dre, you had to get his album back from the people that was getting ready to release it.
That's
before
hard.
he released it. So like insider trading would be pretty much like that. Like an album's coming out and it's about to be hot. So then you invest a whole bunch more money into it.
Yeah.
And then you pull out whenever the selling points of the album is pretty much just done. You know what I mean?
People who would have had a lot of stock in like Ja Rule, because he was flaming hot. And then 50 Cent come out, but 50 Cent is coming out.
Man.
Or you already know, like, I seen him beefing in the club. I'm about to pull my money out of Ja Rule. Pull your money out. Like,
I'm taking them.
Yeah, bro. We need that,
I ain't
man.
investing in you.
Hey, yeah.
I'm going to lose my money crazy.
Be living with a baby.
Hey, he did that Fire Festival.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that lowered the stock even more. Like, who else stock?
That bottomed him out.
Yeah, it did.
You know what I mean? Socially.
He
can't do nothing now.
He's still touring somewhere in Dubai, man.
But I mean, it's kind of weird. It's like he's still kind of hot in certain folks' eyes. You know what I mean?
When his songs come on, he got some stuff that's undeniable. Like, yeah, this was a hit. You can't even perk, man. Them songs with J-Lo, like,
Yeah,
ain't that funny, man?
Yeah, I remember that. I mean, it was dope. His whole run was dope. I remember when he first came out with Holla.
See, that was my stuff.
That was my shit.
And dice are rolling,
Yeah.
the knives are out, with the sudden danger all around. I don't say they mean harm, but they each getting out. See you 6 feet underground.
Yeah.
That was that's
6 feet underground.
Hey, bro, that was hard.
Remember when he came out with he had his group? Was it the Murderers? No, it
the
was
Commission.
The Commission? No, it was
No.
it was him and
Jay-Z and DMX.
It was his own. It was his own folks. I'm trying to think of who the hell it was. I gotta look him up.
They must not have been that hot. Talking about with Vita and
Yeah.
I don't know what they call that.
They came out with like a little small group album type of thing.
Yeah.
And it wasn't really, I don't know, it didn't do so hot, you know what I mean? But I mean, that type of shit, he was investing in himself by getting a group, making sure that he had something, you know what I mean? But now, the thing is with the life of a rapper, physical or socially, like, it's a lot shorter. Like, their arc is shorter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't have the longevity of folks like Jay-Z, Kanye, Nas, you know what I mean?
But it hasn't been around that long to even grow into that type of maturity. To like be like, how come we ain't got no 90? They ain't, like, it ain't that old. Hip hop really ain't that old. Like, a lot of the old heads may be 60.
Yeah.
Like
Grandmaster Flash?
Yeah, like
he old. He older than that, ain't he? He's like 62, I think.
But like the Big Daddy Kanes and the Rakim still look like he 30 something.
He do.
So it's like
he look like he 40, honestly.
But we just ain't there yet. I feel like we not there yet with it, where it's old enough of a genre to even. We didn't accomplish a lot in a small amount of time. Everybody's still pretty young, man.
They are, honestly.
But
Jadakiss he just reinvented the game again with that the verses. The verses.
Yeah.
That right there.
That's a stock. That's another stock.
Yeah, that was upheaval right there, because people was they come up with the heat.
Yeah.
I mean,
plus they put a little show to it, man. Some showmanship.
Yep, they did. And
that was like, I feel like a group like the Lox is a buy and hold type of stock. It's like, man, these dudes, they don't have the biggest company, but they loved in their sector.
Mm-hmm.
it's a usable product. It's evergreen product. So like, even when they look like they down, they still love
like
so
Toothpaste.
much. Yeah, bro.
You know what I mean?
It's gonna always be there, bro. Somebody out gonna always need to get clapped on the album.
They no matter what.
Hey, bro.
D-Block, everywhere we go,
People wanna know who we are.
So
They got so much classic stuff, bro. That's a buy and hold, bro. Who is a buy and sell? Who is a day trade stock?
Blueface.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
definitely.
either he's gonna be hot or not. It all depends on the situation. You know what I mean?
I would day trade Meek Mill. I wouldn't even buy a stock these days.
Yeah,
but
he seems like he ain't no penny stock dude. He seems like he's, you know what I mean? He's on that, maybe $5 stock, $5 a share. Honestly, to be real truthful with you. And a lot of the mumble rappers is all penny stocks.
Some of them penny stocks be pumping though.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like a lot of the mumble rappers that were, super hot, like, where's Designer? Like, where's he at? Is he still making? You know what I mean?
He was terrible to begin with. That's one of them stocks where like the stuff that was happening on Robinhood, where there was that FOMO thing where you got the fear of losing out and then coming into all this knowledge about stocks and you never heard about it. So it drove the stock price up on a lot of stuff that wasn't even evaluated to justify it being bought at that price. So like,
damn, that's a good point.
He like one of them. Who else is like one of them where it's like, man, this is hype. This is a hype stock. You're going to end up losing out if you don't hurry up and pull your money out.
You're right. Like a Bitcoin.
Type, like, so like one of those.
Mumble rappers could be like Bitcoin. Not Bitcoin, but the tokens of Bitcoin, or Ethereum, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That type of stuff. Like the new currency. Oh, yeah, the new currency. Oh, shout out to Currency too. Hey, that's dope too. I ain't gonna lie.
He definitely like an acquired taste.
It all depends. I mean, he had the monotone.
I don't like that. I don't like him because of that, and I don't like Fabulous because of that.
Bro, Fabulous. I think Fabulous. He came out at the right time, but it just for certain folks, it didn't work. You know what I mean? Him and Cassidy.
Yeah.
Like Cassidy, like he had them dope ass one-liners, and then after that, like you're like, all right, I'm kind of done listening to you, type thing. And I don't want to be like that to rappers and. But like Lloyd Banks, you know what I mean? Lloyd Banks, he had lots of fire, but it's like after a while, you can only listen to it. You know what I mean? For so long. Oh, we won. Oh, cool.
Hey, but that'll be hard though. Like, if you know this dude can't make albums, so like, I don't even want to invest in Lloyd Banks' album. I just want to invest in him being consistently hot, and then have some way that them numbers is worked out. Where like, even though he didn't do numbers this year, he's still hot. He's still at a level 90 rapper or something, like a grade system or something.
Now,
man, it's so much money.
Here's another little tidbit. Track stamina. So back in the day, back in the 90s, and early 2000s, people was having CDs with 17, almost 20 tracks on them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's a lot less now because, people have 10-track albums, 12-track albums.
EPs.
Yeah. Real quick. All right, here you go. Take, for instance, Alchemist, when he puts out his beats. He got, like, albums that he puts out specific to just beats, instrumental beats.
Yeah.
That's it. And, you know what I mean? He'll put that out, and then you'll see those instrumentals on everybody else's records, like, throughout all of his body of work. Then, when you look up on iTunes, you'll start seeing that, oh, he worked on this track, like Freddie Gibbs. He did Freddie Gibbs' whole album.
Yeah, they worked together a lot.
Bro. With the Godfather hands, when he was holding up the fettuccine.
I never knew he did that. He released beat albums. But it's like, why not?
That's what I'm saying.
Any product is going right now, bro.
Yeah. That's like, releasing a small package or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you like, it's only a limited amount of time it's going to be available. And when it's hot, it's hot.
That lets you run your price up a little bit more, and it allow you to like. It really just let you profit off of it a little bit more.
West Side Gun, Benny the Butcher.
What are they? What kind of stock are they? Would you say?
They're one of those. They're really hot though. Like they had a moment of time when it was like 2.5 to almost 3 years. You know, Hitler Wears Hermes 1, 2, and 3, bro. I didn't listen to so many of Benny the Butcher, West Side Gun.
Hey, I like that. I like his voice, bro.
Bro, he reminded me of Raekwon.
Raekwon, bro.
Straight up, like I was like, wait a minute. How, he been in the game for how long? And you know he been doing his thing.
His voice got so much character. Another dude, my bad to cut you off, but another dude who got a lot of character in his voice, Troy Ave. I like Troy Ave's voice too. Good. Pause. You know you gotta say pause for them New York cats.
Yeah, you never know. Get stomped out with some peanut butter Timbs, bro.
Man, thought you was trying to
some fresh wheats. Get stomped out with some fresh wheats.
Thought you was trying to holler at me, son. Right. I didn't know if he was flirting or not.
Dead. Pause. I'm like, what?
Oh wow.
I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah, man.
But I mean, you know, HipHop stocks.
HipHop stocks, bruh. I'm telling you, it would be so much money to be made. Like I used to call stuff back in the day. Just listening to a new album that nobody was hip to, like, oh yeah, this about to go, and it's gonna be the single, and it'll work itself out like that. I'm like, man,
who was one of those artists? Just off the top of your head.
Off the top of my head, nah, it was somebody I was consistently hitting with, like, man, they about to do this, they about to do that, and it was happening. Like The Dream.
Oh yeah,
The Dream, bruh. Like. His stock would have made people a lot of money.
And I can get with that.
The Dream is amazing. Some of my favorite artists, I didn't like them when I first heard them, and then they grew on me.
How about like TPain?
TPain and The Dream is two people. When I heard Shorty is a 10 and I'm in love with a stripper, I was like, T-Pain is a simp and Shorty is a 10. Why is this man? When I found out how old he was, I was like, there's no way a 30-year-old man got the Frankie Lyman.
Bro, and that's his real voice, though.
Yeah, because even his talking voice is like...
You know, it's kind of deep, though. His talking voice is just a tad bit... It's got like a rasp to it. You know what I mean?
Man, his voice is just childlike. It's prepubescent.
It's like his esophagus is smaller. So
yeah, like, bro. Like, clear your throat, drink some water, bro. Ain't no way you sound like this at the age of 40, bro.
You know what I'm saying, man? You know, like his nostril holes is extra tiny.
Like, man.
It's like, what is that?
You need a rhinoplasty, bro. So you can grow up.
I need an epiglottis stretcher, bro.
Hey, bro. Yeah, but the boy writes songs, man.
Yeah, heavily. And then he took a break.
Man,
how you gonna stop writing songs, go broke for a little bit, and then come back?
I don't think this man ever went. If he ever went broke, bro, you know he wrote Umbrella, he wrote Baby for Justin Bieber. Umbrella, bruh.
He wrote Baby.
Tricky Stewart made the beat. Tricky Stewart and produced for, man, who was Tricky Stewart? B2K is probably. Like they was real, they was getting popping. A lot of them B2K songs was either written by The Dream or R. Kelly, bro.
I didn't know about The Dream though, because I mean he wow.
Tricky Stewart was making a lot of B2K stuff, I believe. I believe I'm right on that. And then
I didn't know he wrote Baby because he made
quite
a bit
bro.
off of that. You know, and Usher, you know, found Bieber, so it's like,
yeah, bro. Like, man. Usher is definitely a buy and hold stock. He a pillar.
Yeah, I mean, after, you know, his news, you know what I mean? that kind of
yeah, that would have dropped the stock a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
But then he got a residency in Vegas for a little bit. It kind of helped his stock a little bit, you know what I mean?
I feel like that's something where you feel it might age you or make you reflect on like, how old am I?
Yeah.
Like I got a residency in Vegas.
A lot of comedians do that though.
Yeah.
You know, do residency. Carrot Top, he got a residency in Vegas.
Comedy is a little different though. Cause I feel like a residency in Vegas, a residency anywhere is kind of saying like I can't move around like that no more. The tickets ain't selling like that. So
it's difficult after you done played out your jokes. How long? Okay, that's like
I'm talking about with Usher though.
Oh, okay, I see what you mean.
Cause I feel like Usher could still move around and tour, man. He might have to bring a Lucky Day with him or bring the Dream. Oh, that would be a crazy tour.
Dream and Usher.
The Usher Dream Tour. Jesus. Bro. Who else could be on that tour, bro? That would be
Omarion and them. Just to kind of give a little bit more young. Like Omarion ain't young no more, but
oh, bro. Yeah. Omarion's grown out here, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy. We all grown out here.
Bro. Man. Grown as bro.
Extremely grown.
Grown as heck. How bad, y'all. But yeah, I mean, like I would say Usher, Dream.
That would be
TPain. Like you could have TPain.
Usher, Dream, and TPain would be a crazy tour, bro.
That would be dope. And then throw Lil Jon in there for the hype.
Just cause
he can come out there, yeah. You know,
he can do
the DJ. He can do the
DJ, but he can do with Usher.
Yep.
He can do Sean and Captain from name. He would be a dope host, bro.
He would.
And then T-Pain, bro, I feel like him and T-Pain got songs together. I feel like they just ain't released them. Ain't no way, bro.
But I mean, T-Pain got songs with Kanye, and he did a couple of them with Kanye. But like hype songs, I don't know if I heard any. Do they?
They can make a remix real quick. They can make some stuff on the tour bus. They were I could see them being like T-Pain, like, man, now we don't have any songs together, but every night on the tour bus we're gonna make a new banger. Don't worry about it. It's gonna be okay.
Lil Jon, in the back,
and just come out of remix joints.
Ooh. You for real? Yeah, okay. You know, he do his thing, but I mean, he's still just as hype as he was before, so it's not like he ain't losing it.
I feel like he's tired of yelling. He got to be tired of yelling. He gonna need a prosthetic mouth throat piece.
Oh, he said a prosthetic throat piece. Oh man.
Yeah, man. Yelling like that all them years,
bro.
Nah, bro.
How many shots of liquor did he take right before he went on stage so he could yell that? You know what I mean?
Man.
You know that song from Let Me Clear My Throat? That's right. You know? Now y'all want to party like us. He made one song and his voice probably just gave up on him. You know what I mean? Lil Jon been making songs for years.
Yeah, his throat used to it. Ain't no more skin on his esophagus.
None. Now who did they make from Atlanta? It's Sean P. Sean Priest.
That's
AKA
Young Bloods.
Yeah. The if you don't give up. What? That song. Well, he was making songs with them for a minute.
His stock was super high then.
Mm-hmm. I remember that, man. I remember listening to if you don't give up in the car in New York. We was on the bridge, and that song came on for the first time. It was a world premiere, and I'm like, bruh. I was like, this is when Atlanta was popping. You know what I mean? It was
man. They've been on top for 20 plus years, bruh. And what's so crazy is somebody from Cincinnati is made a lot of it possible, bruh.
Yeah. Y'all came with us a doodle down. Remember that?
L.A. Reid.
Pitbull took that beat.
Yeah, from Taka.
Made his dang old song, his debut.
I think they sold that beat to Lil Jon, though.
I would have too.
I feel it, man.
Because, I mean, that was a staple for Cincinnati. Do the down the way, bro.
Yeah.
How many people was doing the down the way, throwing their wrist everywhere?
Turned into the damn it, man.
Bro. Throwing their wrist.
Man.
You know how many times you had the long tee and you had the ones or the SB dunks, you know what I mean, and the hat that was extra big had the space you could put two fingers on the side.
You could spin it all the way around,
bro.
I'm not gonna lie, I might have been one of the best down the wears.
That's what I'm saying. Like it was one of them types of situations. Like everybody be just down and away the entire time. Like I remember when it was.
That was our Bankhead bounce, bro.
Yes, it was.
Like we really need to show more love to that dance because it's one of our staples, bro. Mm-hmm. Like Chili, the Down the Way, mm-hmm. and Ryan Guy's Beer or something like that.
Like, the Truth,
the Holy Trinity.
Yeah, the Truth.
No. Ohio against the world.
Okay.
Yeah, Fred. Yeah. You remember seeing Fred around campus when we went to UC? Mm. Floyd.
I remember Floyd. Yeah.
Floyd. That's his brand. Ohio against the world is Floyd's brand, bro.
I did not know.
I'm about to show you his IG. You're gonna be zoned out.
Please do.
He was always different, bro.
But I mean, he always moved different. You know what I mean? He was always doing his own thing. You know what I mean?
He had brought the high top fade back with the big
I forgot
Cuban
about that,
link,
bro.
He brought that back when we was in college back in 2005.
Mm-hmm. I was there in 2003 or 2004.
Floyd from Ohio.
I remember Floyd.
I know it's people out there who probably don't know, like, who is Floyd? Floyd from Ohio. If you ever seen a shirt that says Ohio against the world, that's Floyd. He, I don't know if he actually from Cincinnati, but back when we were going to UC back in like 2004, 2005, 2006, Floyd was actually going there too. And he would just come to the party way different, bruh. He had the high top fade before everybody brought it back. He just was different, bruh. So, man, shout out to him, man.
I mean, yeah. Where he at, though? Is he like in California?
I don't know, but his brand, like, it made it so far, bruh. Everybody started popping out with a Detroit verse, whatever. Everybody started making them type of shirts once he did that. I know I think he was doing some work with LeBron. I know I seen LeBron in it before, but it's just a brand that blew up. Because you see that everywhere. You see it everywhere,
you know what I mean?
Like, that's Floyd, man. I want to get him on the show, man, talk about that. Like, man,
Floyd, where you at, man?
Bro, I feel like he got a super interesting story, man.
HipHop stocks, bro.
HipHop stocks, man. I would definitely buy stock in Ohio.
Yeah, you one of them up and comings. Like, wow, the initial price offering them IPOs. We want to invest in that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? HipHop stocks. Man. That sound like something that really needs to be talked about. Like, bruh. For real. Like, in amongst the upper echelons. You know what I mean? Hey, Drink
HipHop
Champs.
Exchange.
Man, Drink Champs. How about y'all talk about that?
Oh, man, they going to take that idea and go. They going to be like...
I mean, but you know where you heard it first. You know where you heard it first, though.
Yeah, but they ain't got to tell nobody. This is the Type Shrew podcast, man.
Type Shrew.
Yeah, man. We're just talking some hip hop stuff right now, man. So make sure you go ahead and subscribe, man. What y'all want to talk about, man?
Yeah, let us know.
We talk about hip hop. We talk about music in general, and all the little facets and niches that come up off of it. So, man, hip hop stocks, man. We definitely need some. We need a union, and with the union should be the HipHop Stocks, the HipHop Exchange, and you can buy into any rapper. That'd be like a single stock. Or you could buy a label. That'd be like an index fund because you buying part of that label and all the artists underneath it. In there. So like in Atlantic, if you could buy that as an index fund, bruh, they sign a lot of the viral cats, the people who more like characters. Definitely.
Well, they'll put money behind them though.
But they put the money behind them. They make them look crazy.
Who's 6ix9ine signed with?
He signed with Lucian Grange, I think. Or his son.
He just brought out another video.
Yeah.
Just like, I just saw it yesterday. I'm like, wait a minute.
But his company, it's like they got a mar on his company though. So it's like, I don't know if his stock is still going up or is it like consistent or
from
plummeting.
What it looks like, it seems like he's still going up, but I don't know about his concerts. You know what I mean? He ain't really throwing concerts like he used to.
Or they might just not be in our demographic, man. It's some people.
Well, he take it back to his hometown.
Yeah, he should just do like a whole bunch of like South American type vibes.
Well, I mean,
he probably can get it in.
He can. That's okay. For instance, when Machine Gun Kelly got towed up by Eminem.
You think he got towed up by Eminem? And Eminem is one of my favorite rappers all the time.
Absolutely.
I don't think so, bro.
Nah.
I think he won that battle, bro.
He started it.
He won it.
He started.
He didn't start it, bro. You know, Eminem is one of the most sensitive rappers.
But he was talking about his daughter, though.
He didn't talk about his daughter, man. Eminem need to remind himself of the songs he make. Eminem need to sit down and listen to the people he bullied. You can't be emotional or nothing if you Eminem. You got to take every criticism. Right. You got to take it all on the chin, bro. Because he used to just go. And Eminem, man, I remember the first time I heard Eminem, bro. It was in 4th grade on a school trip. We was riding to Kosai.
You talking about the pill album?
The Marshall Mathers, the Slim Shady LP, bro. Yeah. We was leaving Pleasant Hill Elementary, going to Kosai. I ain't have no more CDs to listen to. This girl named Samantha Tarter. Samantha Tarter used to have a gang of cats at her house. Just hung out all the time, man. I don't know why, but she loved them, and they used to bring her mice and stuff and sit them on her porch.
And that Tarter. Yeah.
She had song. She had we used to call her that. Oh. But she
sorry.
Man, she had that album, man, that Slim Shady LP, and I put it in and my life got changed, man.
Yeah, that first interlude, when you first cut it on, you're like, what the heck is going on?
Bruh.
Wait a minute.
It was an experience.
Hold on.
Imagine buying that stock when it was like a penny stock.
Man.
When he's still doing shows at like the Shelter.
But was it though? Because he was with Dre?
But it was a time before that. You know, sometimes you just hit. If you was from Detroit and you like, man, we got this new company called Eminem here.
Yeah.
Hey, man, this dude gets consistently hot. And you know that before like the Scribble Jam and everything. Like, man, I'm about to go ahead and invest in this penny stock, bro.
Yeah, he was on Stretch Armstrong.
Yeah, bro.
Doing freestyles.
If like, what was the first album called?
His
Infinite.
first?
Infinite.
Yeah, his
Imagine,
first verse.
Yeah, if you bought in then and you still held that stock until now. Yeah.
Bro, it would have doubled quite a bit.
It's like an Apple stock.
Mm-hmm. Well, Apple stock is doing okay, but
it's like having Apple since 1989 and holding it.
When they were Macintosh.
Yeah, bro, the green screens.
Yep.
They tried and failed a lot.
Yeah, very much so. And they had with the rainbow and the Apple back then when they had them box computers. I remember we had them bad boys in our school, man. And we used to learn on the Macintoshes.
Yeah. Oregon Trail.
Bro.
Or just green screen, black screen, green letters.
That's it. Yeah, black screen, green letters. It'd be pretty much just MS-DOS for you geeks out there. Pretty much just MS-DOS and with some capabilities. You know what I mean? Bro, I remember all that.
I feel like the little bubble back ones that had the see-through
the different colors. Yeah.
I feel like that was a failure.
That was a definite failure because it was just too much. It was too hefty.
It was a lot. It just looked like, I see what you're trying to do, but it's too much, man.
It's like Saved by the Bell colors. You know what I mean? Like, you get them colors. You're like, you ain't gonna catch me in them.
I'm so excited.
Yeah,
I'm so excited. I'm so scared.
No, for real. It's like that. For real. Like, man, you get the keyboard, you get the big, huge, thing with it.
Bubble back.
Bro, in all the different colors. And then they brought out the laptop with all different colors.
Yeah.
And that failed.
Once they started going to the laptops, I feel like they was like, I think we own something now. Man.
Yeah. That part failed. But then they was like, you know what? Let's skinny it down. Let's make something worthwhile.
Yeah.
And for all those geeks out there, you know that Apple uses a lot of server parts in their stuff. Server grade parts. And so that's why it's just different. It just runs different. And so, yeah, you know what I mean? I got a Mac. But it's just like whenever you do any type of video, you know what I mean, audio stuff on there, it just runs smoother.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like back in the day when I was doing PC, you never know if something's going to like freeze and cut off.
And when you lose, you ain't saved in 10 minutes.
Bro. Bro, your whole life, it feels like somebody just drained you of all your blood and just flushed it down the toilet for a minute.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know, man.
Yeah, man. I feel like when they moved to them laptops, that's when they was, and that's good forecast on their company because it's just like, all right, people more on the go.
Mm-hmm.
They need computers on the go. Let's get into these laptops, take over that. So they kind of went and took over laptops before they really got a hand in like
everything else.
Yeah, like the home
phones,
towers and
bro, the phones.
They killed it with the phone game.
I remember my sister had the first iPhone. Blew my mind. With
Why?
the Silverback.
Why did it blow your mind?
Because it was something that you ain't seen before. You know what I mean? It was doing things that other phones just wasn't doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm an iPhone dude. I've been an iPhone dude. I have never owned an Android phone. I just haven't.
And then he looked at my phone like, ugh.
No, I ain't not
done
no,
it like
no.
that.
My phone ain't the greatest at all. What I'm saying is,
I never touch one. I don't allow them in my house.
No. My kid got some Android stuff, but it's just, I just haven't messed with them. It's just not something that I mess with because I got so used to the iPhone and so used to the Mac products, and so I just can't. It's hard to get away from them, and then once you get away, you look at the products. You're like, yeah, the usability on other products are great, but then there's just a whole bunch of snags and things that you run into on a constant basis.
But once you got
iPhone, it's like streamlined. It's pretty simple, but that's what people want. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like the screens at McDonald's whenever you burger, cheese. You know what I mean? It's like that. It's like pretty simple.
It's made for big kids.
Pretty much. I mean, hey, honestly, funny. How many times have you reprogrammed your droid?
Man, I don't really do nothing to it, man. I kind of just let
it go. You could, though.
What you mean?
You could reprogram that bad boy and do all types of stuff to it.
Man, I ain't got the patience, man.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't even like my phone no more, bro. I'll be like, I spend so much time on it just posting stuff and having to look at stuff. I'd be wanting to throw my phone across the room. Like, man, I really want to. If anything, I would want to go back to time port 2-way.
Bro.
My aunt gave me hers after she was done with it. I ain't even had no service. I was just walking around with it on me though, just stunting, man.
Yeah, man,
them was hard.
Sidekicks.
Yeah, the polyphonic tones on there. You can make your own beat, man.
Oh, you remember the Nokia?
I already know Nokia. Which one? 3360? The
early one. It had the power button on the very top. The big long power button. Yeah.
Where you could put a light up battery on there.
Bro.
Hey, man. The cell phone stores came up, bruh.
Bro. Like, and the cases that people went through. The cases were even durable. You know what I mean?
All of it.
The corners that you could knock somebody out with that damn thing.
They still be on the phone.
Right.
Hello, girl. You still there?
Knocking the kid out when they running past. Mommy, I just... Hold on, let me get my phone real quick.
That's how a phone should be, bro. And it was what, $60? $100 you could. I used to be so excited when you got your paycheck and you went to Kroger and you knew you was about to get that 3360, boy.
You already knew.
You went up to the counter.
Wait.
It was so much pride,
man.
Oh, bro, and I'm about to give me a $50 card,
right?
You remember minute cards?
Man, them things saved my life.
Hey, bro.
Them minute cards, bro. Hey, we used to go, oh, my God, to the phone store, I don't know, right in Clifton. Shoot, back when I first came to college, we was using minute phones.
Still using them, bro.
Let me get a $30 minute card. And then you come in there and let me get a $10 minute card.
You got a $5 minute card?
Yeah, right? We ain't got those, man. We ain't got those. Well, why not? Because we don't need to sell them. We always do the 30 and 50s. I'm like, hey, y'all bougie.
Who you gonna talk to with a $5 minute card,
bro? And if you get the Boost Mobile, you remember Boost?
I remember Boost.
You be chirping folks.
Where you at?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, man.
You chirp somebody while you in class. Just
that was so hard, man.
If I chirp you twice, meet me in the calf, bro. You know what I mean?
Calf.
Meet me in the calf.
That's going down. Right, cool. Did you have a Boost?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I ain't had no chirp.
I had to get one.
Oh yeah, them commercials. Ludacris got one. Bro. Oh man, I need one, man.
You know he ain't had that. Right. He ain't really have it.
It was on Verizon.
Bro, he was like, oh, Boost, all right, I'm just going to shoot this, and it's the only time you're going to see me with this in my hand.
He probably gave him to his family or something, man.
Give it to his kids. You needed them.
Man, that was so live, man. That 3360 was indestructible. The Motorola's had the radio on there.
Bro.
They knew their demographic. They was like, "Oh, we gonna have all these high school kids spending their dough," and it was always a cell phone store close to a high school, bro.
Always.
You go in there, everything lighting up and lights chasing each other, money on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
phones be burning up.
You wake up in the morning, your phone be hot as hell. Oh man,
you leave it up under your pillow.
Right.
Hey, them lithium batteries swell up real quick.
And pop in your pocket or something. Hey.
Man, that's the real pop it. Y'all playing with poppets. That was the real pop it back in the day.
All you had was Snake.
Bro.
Just Snake is it.
Mad. Dog, I used to hate that game. And then the text messages.
They got hip about the text messages when everybody figured out, like, I don't have to buy no minutes. I can just text.
Bro.
They was like, man, we're going to go ahead and
text us to death.
Shut that text off.
Right. You can only send about 5,500 texts a month. You're like, what? Come on, what?
Nobody had no minutes.
By the end of the time, you'd be, all right, hey, where you at? Or what's good? And that's it. You know what I mean?
That's all you had enough money for? Yeah.
Or that's where people started doing the acronyms. WYD, what you doing? You know what I mean? Yeah. Let me know. LMK. Because
Sprint and them, the big labels, the big places, they would charge you by the character, wasn't they?
Verizon was.
That's crazy.
And then Sprint, after like 9 or 8 or something like that, then you'd be able to call for free, bro. When they turned that on, that was phone lines be lit up.
Bruh, free nights and weekends, bruh. That's back in the day where you would go get with like 80 of your friends, 80 of your homeboys after school on a Friday. One of y'all got the whip.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody might have borrowed a whip from their parents, or maybe it was the one dude in the crew who had the whip.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all just go to the bowling alley or the mall.
Mm-hmm.
The mall used to be a place, man.
You be chilling in the food court, bro.
Now it's just a big empty building
with
one store in there.
And a whole bunch of bums, bro. Bunch of crackheads, they be up in there.
If I'm a bum, bro, I'm definitely hanging out at the mall.
The mall rat. There was a lot of lip rubbing on that phone. Because everybody real quiet, talking to their girls, saying, hide them under the jackets. Yeah, I'm going to come holler at you, you know what I'm saying? I just want to say what's up,
Who was hiding to talk to their girl?
Whenever you with your crew.
Oh, yeah.
Whenever you with your crew, you don't want nobody to know. And, and sometimes you ain't know if your dude had the girl or not, if it was his girlfriend, or they was just, talking or whatever.
Yeah.
You're like, so you going to tell her you love her, bro? I'm gonna holler at you in about 10 minutes. You know what I mean? He'd probably go off somewhere in the bathroom and say, hey, look, I just want to let you know I love you.
Yeah.
Why you had to walk away from your friends and tell me that, Rashawn?
Hey, your food coming. You don't want to leave your food.
Hey, man.
Why don't you tell her? Just tell her, bro. Just tell her. Just tell her.
You was getting clowned on if you told your girl you loved her in high school. Hey, man.
And clowning on folks, that's one of the biggest things you need to do. You know what I mean? Like comedians. When's the last time that you went to a show and you sat in the front and you got clowned on?
See, man, my thing is, if I buy a ticket to your show, you don't make me part of the show, bro. You supposed to come with material. Like, I don't make me in a part of your show. I'm going to need a part of that check you about to get, bro. If you got, like, D.L. Hughley, I used to not like that he used to just pick on people. He'd come out there with 2 jokes real quick, but then the rest be like, hey, big man, what's your name, big man?
Yeah.
Oh, for real? He look,
like in the Kings of Comedy. Right. At the very end, he cracked on. He went from person to person right next to each other. You knew you was getting cracked on. If he went from
you
right
see it
to
coming
left,
down the line, oh my God.
Don't get up. Don't get up because he going to skip the person that he was going to crack on and come right to you.
Where you going, big man?
Where you going with that members only coat on?
Yeah, bro. Don't start roasting me.
No,
if I paid to come see you and I'm not roasting you,
I'll be mad.
Bruh.
For real.
Especially, let's say you on a date, your first date, and you get toe up. And you
probably
really
couldn't afford the date because you probably on your last check, ain't you?
Look at you, man. Look at your girl. Does she know? Like, bro, you could ruin this man's dateability.
Did you pay your rent? Alright, you probably ain't got nothing left, do you?
You don't know if he live with his mama, do you?
Yeah.
Hey, bro. Hey.
I mean, like, I would say like Cedric the Entertainer is more of the, the ones that won't crack on you, but he come out with some good material. Bernie Mac, he ain't gonna crack on you. He's just gonna work your emotions the entire time.
And it's gonna be flame the whole way.
Bro.
It's some people who are whole character.
Steve Harvey, he still got some good comedy, but it's for the older folks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's funny to the folks that's, 45 and up. He's funny. He can be funny. He got moments where he's like super dang on funny. But then it's like from there, he kind of like caters to the older folks. I don't give a dang who, I don't care who don't laugh. Mm-hmm. He's for the grown folks. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And those types of comics, you kind of like
that's only something you say when you know you're not funny.
Bro.
I don't care who don't laugh.
Yeah.
My mama told me that I'm beautiful. You be like, okay. That's what's up, bro.
Not like how they used to do back in the day. They used to have albums. You know what I mean? What was it? Signifying Career. Or what was it? Dolomite. When Dolomite used to do stuff. Eddie Murphy did the Dolomite movie.
Yeah.
And then, back in the day, they used to have records. And you just do a whole entire comedy session on a record.
Yeah.
It did, you may be doing voices, telling stories, telling crazy, situations.
Bro, I'm working on one of them. I feel like it's back to that time.
Yeah. You remember the Crank Yankers?
Yep. It's that time, bro, because people just be listening to a lot of content.
Yeah.
And you can just let it play. You might be somewhere just listening. We in that time, man.
That story comedy.
That storyline
comedy.
People want long form content. Because, I feel like my demographic is cats who work at the warehouse all day.
Mm-hmm. They want to hear that.
That's what they want. They want something. Because I can't keep reaching in my pocket, pulling my phone out, changing the song.
Trying to figure out what podcast you want to listen to type of thing.
But once you find you a good podcast, man, it's like...
Let it go.
Bruh, you like, man, I'll just let their whole playlist go if it's fire enough, man. So y'all tell us how y'all feel about this, man. Because I feel like this is something you could just throw on, and we help you knock them 10 hours out, them 8 hours out, man.
Yeah, the blue collar, man.
That's who it's really about, man. I done worked at plenty warehouses, boy. I done been fired from everywhere. I done worked everywhere in Cincinnati, man.
I done worked so many damn factory jobs. I was a maintenance man for my first job, bro.
Yeah.
I was a straight up custodian. Picking up old folks' poop. When you walk through the rec center and you see an old man that was trying to get on the bench. And he had 2 25-pound plates on each side. He's a little too old. And muscles, when you get older, your muscles are a little loose. So he pushing this way and he also pushing the other way.
Oh.
Bro. The front desk person up in the little the fitness area was like, bro, I watched him the entire time he did this. I knew he wasn't gonna be able to do it. But then he put the 25-pound plates on and he pushed it up off. As soon as he pushed it up off, he had to catch the weight. As soon as he caught the weight, ooh, and that's all you heard. He put it back up there and he got up and acted like he was sneaking out, like swiper no swiping. And he left little turds behind all the way down to the family bathroom. I never forget it because I followed the drip. Followed the drip. And he had his turds with him. Every now and again, you see a little Tootsie Roll. All the way back to the bathroom. And he stood in the shower and just let it loose. In the shower, though?
You ever took a dump in the shower?
No.
Never?
No.
And then pressed it through the holes of the grates with your toes?
Maybe when I was a kid.
Man.
I think I might have. I took one in the yard, though. When you was outside, you playing? And you don't feel like going inside and you want to stay outside. I went back behind the bush like Smokey.
But what did you wipe with?
Some leaves.
Really?
Yeah, some maple leaves.
Some maple leaves?
Yeah, some maple leaves. Them things big, they about as big as my hand.
They in the shape of a hand.
Bro.
Whoa, toilet paper that's in the shape of a hand.
Bro.
Hey, man. Toilet, oh, bro.
Toilet hand?
Toilet hand. I don't even want to say the idea I'm thinking about. Because they'll figure out to make it genius. Right now, it just sounds like a silly idea.
They do. You have a whole glove. You just wash that bad boy off. Okay.
That was it.
You can edit that out. edited it out.
They gonna use it, bro. They gonna be like, P&G gonna be like, y'all said what? Who said we couldn't make it?
What?
Who said we didn't have the scientists and the engineers on deck to make this?
Hold our toothpaste.
Hey, bro. Hey, bro.
Hold my toothpaste.
P&G will come through making millions, bro. Trillions off the.
Cause that's that third world. That's that third world invention.
The booty glove. Are you tired of tearing off 2 sheets of toilet paper to wipe your bum? Well, now fun, you can have some with Dookie Glove.
Hey, there's web too.
You have layers. You wipe, pull the layer off. Bloop. Wipe, pull the layer off. Bloop. Dookie hands is, oh, bruh.
It's versatile. You slide it through the buns.
Made by 3M.
Oh,
Dookie hands.
Oh, that adhesive, bro. Hey, you rip it off the wrong way. And
Dookie hands wax.
Get your knuckles stuck in the poop. You like, bruh.
And now Dookie hands wax. You can wax your ass while you wipe it. Wipe and wax. Dookie hands.
Oh, that would hurt, bro. Wow. And you feel zestfully clean, bro.
Man. You know they can infuse something in them Dookie wipes.
Bro, you smell like roses back there.
Man.
You smell like lavender.
Created in our engineering building. Now your booty smells like whatever you like. Harley Davidson leather.
Gun smoke.
Chili cheese Fritos. Baptismal water.
Baptismal water, though?
You be like, bro.
Sandalwood, frankincense, and myrrh.
Oh,
for you Catholic folks out there.
I feel like frankincense and myrrh you will definitely break out.
It should be swole up.
Like a baboon.
Be looking like 20 anthills, bro.
Jesus.
On your cheeks. You said baboon. Dang. I'd be mad if I woke up and my backside was exposed like that and it was just red. Like, what did God like have a plan for that?
That's how they turn each other on, man.
Bro.
That's like they mating device.
That's their twerk. It's that okay.
I think whoever got the fattest, reddest butt meat.
It'd be dragging.
It'd be like, oh yeah, that's it right there.
That's it right there.
That's one of them ones right there.
You see the red look like a freshly ripe mango.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it'd be red. You know what I'm saying?
Hey Shantae! I see you over there with that thing hanging out looking swole, man. Hey, bro.
They like that. It be all shiny.
Oh man, put some butt gloss on it.
Oh my!
My butt gloss is popping. My butt gloss is cool.
They take the coconut and they mix it with some other plant fibers.
Man,
mushed
if I
together.
ever seen a monkey making its own lubricant lotion, that'd be crazy.
Nah, hey, them monkeys at the zoo come up with some. Them is penitentiary monkeys. They probably come up with some great inventions.
You know one thing I don't understand?
What?
We've been rolling for like an hour, so we can. But like, I don't understand how Peter be on everybody back. A couple years ago, they was dumping paint on people who had on furs and stuff. You never heard of Peter going to any zoo and being like, free these animals. How dare they lock these animals
It's a private
up?
establishment. Though.
Man, it don't matter.
It's a private establishment.
They was throwing paint on people who was wearing a fur. That's a private fur. I had it on my body and you just gonna run up on like
that's assault though.
Man.
To a degree. It's assault. But like if they go up in the I don't know, what would they do? Like, what, you throw paint on the glass? Don't look at the animal.
It just shouldn't be cool to just like have a animal that's native to the Sahara,
right?
In Cincinnati, Ohio, in February.
He over there like, bro, I'm so used to looking at sand and skinny bushes.
Bro, that's
what I mean?
Wrong. And you can't even release them, or they ain't gonna know how to hunt,
bro,
or find their own food. Like you got a giraffe in the snow, bro, and Peter ain't showed up.
I've seen this before.
Why are my ankles so cold? And why do I have so much ankle?
I ain't never seen nobody else look like me. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, it's messed up. They only see they only few folks in there. Like 3-4 other animals. Like, that's terrible. You be locked up in there with just a few other folks.
The zoo is a wrong place, man. The zoo is bad. That's a bad place. That's some European colonizer type thing. Like,
It
we're
is.
just gonna lock all these animals up in these cages for our financial gain.
That's that's what they do for folks in the hood.
Man.
They lock people up in close circumferences. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Like, you can hear everybody in the next dang on room. You know what I mean? It's like, dang. And then they put a whole cage around the whole neighborhood.
Well, one way in, one way out.
Bro.
Man. I think Cat's got some knowledge to do a little bit better now. So
I mean, it's a little different because you can see people starting to buy up neighborhoods or buying up, you know what I mean, housing developments and stuff like that. Now, I got some folks out there that, black-owned folks that are, becoming tenants, or not tenants, I'm sorry, becoming supers for buildings and stuff like that, owning their own places and only come on the property whenever they need to, fix something or whatever it is.
yeah.
And they ain't no slumlords. People have been doing it for years, but it's like it's getting better and better nowadays. People are starting to reinvest in everything and kind of just build that generational wealth. And I think that's what we should be focusing on from here on out, is that generational wealth, because we got plenty of chances to make money. You know what I mean? As long as you got something like, media, get your message out there, you know what I mean? And if you're investing in things, you grab a bunch of folks together, like how they were doing with the steak and shakes, selling those for, what was it, 10,000?
10,000.
Yeah.
I don't know what you needed behind closed doors, though. You might need to have
You gotta have
a
a group of people, but you have to have a business plan. It's a franchise. You gotta have a business plan as to what you are going to do for that specific franchise. You know what I mean? And then you gotta come with some capital as well, on top of the $10,000 to kind of help out with revitalizing the store or revitalizing the fast food restaurant or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you'll make money, but it's gonna be like a 5-year period before you can actually start making money back.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You're gonna break even for the first 3 years. Yeah, I looked up a few things like that. You know what I mean? The franchise things. I was looking at doing a Chick-fil-A.
But yeah, and it's not that much either. But you gotta have so much in your account, like $2 million or something like that.
Something like that. It's like 1.3. But from there, you know what I mean? What do you do with it? You know what I mean? Do you open up more, or do you just like work it for 2-3 years and then, or 5 years and then sell it off? You know what I mean? Like, you run it and then you make it better and then you move on. You know what I mean? It's kind of like how a lot of the younger folks, the generation maybe before this current generation, was creating apps.
Yeah.
And just selling them, selling them off.
Yeah.
That's like buying a old house and just flipping it. You know what I mean? You put all that work into it and then you flip it. There's a lot of people been doing that. There's a lot of money to be made out there. It's a very slow process.
But people who really understand money and how it's made, they understand that. They understand, like, all right, so I'm gonna get 12 cents off every purchase. They start thinking like, man, how many purchases got to be made for me to get my 7% or whatever like that. Like, I remember I used to only think about big dollar amounts, man. I need the 15,000 right now. Like, bruh, if you can get something that's consistently streaming you dollars, hundreds of dollars a day, man.
Make money when you sleep.
Yeah, that's that passive, man.
They do the whenever you sell things on Amazon or eBay or anything like that, merchandising or whatever it is, affiliate marketing.
Yeah.
They got the affiliate marketing. That's cool and all, but it takes a while for you to get started.
Because you got to build a relationship with the people you want to sell to, man. That's the thing about it, man. And I mean, you're doing it online, so it's adding some complication to it, because you can't just give people your full 5 cents experience.
Yep.
You got to kind of like,
I would say start out with small businesses. If you really want the affiliate marketing stuff to really work, you know what I mean? If they have like a boutique business and they need specific things, or like a little small corner store that sells socks and underwear, you become that person that distributes that socks and underwear to them. You know what I mean? Type of thing. And it's like, if you can get into that, that would be a good way to keep that money flowing. You know, even though it might be small, socks and underwear, that's just the start of it.
But even though it's small, it's essential, bro.
Yeah.
If we can get more into essential businesses,
Yep.
Toothpaste, detergent,
Mm-hmm.
socks and underwear, something you gonna always need some drawers,
Diapers.
And hey, bro.
Diapers. Kids always need to poop.
You know,
always need to boo boo.
Bro, you know Biggs from Rockefeller?
Mm-hmm.
And for people who don't know, Rockefeller consisted of like three owners that all owned together Rockefeller Records, and it was Dame Dash, Jay-Z, and a guy named Biggs. Biggs had his money invested in a silicone company, and this silicone company was making like baby nipples.
Wow.
Bruh, essential, bruh. And getting that, bruh, that's something that...
Because that's probably something that he grew up around. You know what I mean? Growing up in the neighborhood, that's all you hear is babies screaming. Man. All day.
So you like, man, I'm going to tap into this.
You know what I mean?
It's always somebody getting pregnant.
Yeah, right?
It's forever, bro.
No matter what. Right now somebody got pregnant. Oh, right now somebody got pregnant. Somebody got their garage shot up in.
Yep, man. Double parked.
Bro, shooting clubs up nonstop.
Man.
But yeah, just, come up with some business ideas for yourself. Write down, I would say, when it comes to business ideas or just things to get going on, write down the things that you're passionate about. Come up with like a word web like back in the day, and write the things that you're passionate about. And then from there, branch out from there with your passions. What is it that makes those passions more palatable for you? And then you just kind of branch out from there. And that kind of gives you a little bit of a skeleton to kind of figure out where you want to go when it comes to your business ideas. Like if you like acting, you know what I mean? What are the things that come with acting? You need the experience, but going to maybe classes, or jumping into a network of improv artists, or jumping into a group of folks that do murder mystery. You know what I mean? Or improv, whatever, stand up. If you want to become a stand up comedian. Go to the comedy clubs, during the times when they have open mic, learn some things. Whenever you do go to a comedy club or a comedy show, take notes. You know what I mean? Like, just understand, like, okay, this is what makes things funny. You know what I mean? Little stuff like that. When it comes to your business, think about what you want personally, like the service that you want personally, and build upon that. Things that you need, things that you want. How many times you went up in the cupboard and you looked at the Oreos, like, I'm gonna get some of them Oreos. Ooh, yeah. I'm gonna get some other snacks. You know what I mean? What types of things make you tick? You know what I mean? Think about all that. And then, kind of build on that. The merchandising thing or the affiliated marketing thing, things that you're passionate about, only sell those. Or things that people need. Essential things, like Sixx was saying.
Hey, man. If you can tap in, that's what commerce is, man. It's a demand being met with a service or a product, or
with a service or a product.
Well, yeah, with a service or a product, man. So, hey, man, if you just, we all experience economics every day, man. All through the day. You bought lunch, probably. You had to get gas before you went to work. It's being money transferred all day around us. It's just tapping into it. Where one of them streams is coming through and you can just put your bucket under there, and then you take another bucket and be like, I'm gonna put it under this one. This one kind of, like, and what I'm learning is just move. It's easier to. I'm such a different person. I feel I would make it harder on myself because I would try to create the wheel over and over. But it's like, man, go where it's already. It's just flowing. Money is flowing through here. So just try to just make you a little break off, man, and have your pot like. Offer something to that stream.
Do what makes you happy, too. Do what makes you happy.
Hey, man. It's interesting telling people to do that because, like, I come from the rapping background. Do what make you happy, but, man, you got to know enough about it to be able to try to monetize it, too.
You're right. I mean, if you know you're creative, then that's what I'm saying, write the stuff down. Get a lot of times... thoughts just are lost from your head because you don't write them down. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, how many times are you just chilling in the shower and you think of a whole stream of ideas? You know what I mean? You ain't got nothing to write it down. I always keep my phone kind of up, in the shower just in case
that voice
I think of something. Yeah. Voice recorder or got my notes out. I always have my notes pulled up.
You text notes in your phone while you in the shower?
The heck yeah.
You ever messed up a phone?
I did.
Yeah.
Like the bottom of the phone like get all waterlogged,
foggy, and you
be trying to listen to music, and then
for 2 hours it just sound like crunch, crunch,
or it sound like somebody getting muffled and stuck in a trunk. It sound like that.
I done thought I ruined my phone a couple times.
I thought I almost did.
And then it come back once it dry out.
It do. But I mean, I keep it next to me. I keep that thing on the hip now. I keep that thing everywhere I go because just in case some ideas pop up.
Or paper and pad, man. Just because they say once you like actually write something, it give it that other. It's like dimensions of energy. Like
it gets released into the atmosphere.
Yeah, you really making it. You resonating it now for real. Like
you putting it into action. I mean, and also say it. Like I ain't had no mantras, but it's more so in the morning, whenever you are getting ready or something like that. Say for actors, if you're getting ready in the morning, make facial expressions so you know exactly what you look like whenever you're making those facial expressions. You know what I mean? Within acting, they always got to kind of practice voices, things of that nature. Do that in the mirror and see how it sounds. Is it corny? Is it stupid? Does it sound good to you? You know what I mean? Be your own best and worst critic. You know what I mean? Because you're going to get compliments, and then you're going to get all types of bull crap compliments, and you're going to get statements thrown at you, and they're going to be, people going to be cussing you out about what you said on whatever. It doesn't matter. Like, just enjoy what you can create. You know what I mean? That's all I can, a little piece of advice that I can give.
Man, yeah, man. Yeah, we've been going for a little while, man. Hour and 12 minutes. I think we got it in for the day. Real quick, top 3 comedians. And we going to talk about this more in the future. But just to take us out, man, name your top 3 comedians.
Man, from 3 to 1, I would say Richard Pryor has got to be my number 3. Number 2, Bernie Mac. Because as long as I've lived, no matter what stand-up I've heard him on, he has always made me laugh, no matter what it was. And my top number 1, I waffle between Eddie Murphy and Red Fox. Because, growing up, I watched a lot of Red Fox with my grandma and grandpa. And no matter what, there was every little tidbit up in there that you found that was funny. His hand movements, and when he's cussing somebody out, when he's telling somebody something, or if he like pauses and looks, like how he do. Yeah. He has it's like the continuous comedy. It's the little things that matter. And I think that's where I couldn't really put Bernie Mac ahead of Red Fox because he's been Red Fox has been doing it so long. And so so I would say. Yeah, those 3.
I'm going to say my favorite. These not necessarily my top, but these just some that I came up with that I like, man. Hey, classic. Sinbad.
Oh, yeah.
Sinbad is one of the most underrated comedians, and he clean. So it's like, that's even more impressive, man. He don't have cuss words to fall back on. So he one of my favorites. Corey Holcomb. Okay. He the exact opposite. Like he's the polar opposite of Sinbad.
Yeah.
And but he's just funny, man. I like that he got the podcast where like, man, this dude is doing 150 views per week, just talking randomly about stuff, kind of like what we doing. Man, he just died. But yeah, man, Corey Holcomb is one of my other favorites. And Tommy Davidson.
Bro.
Tommy Davidson is hilarious. Yeah.
When he did the origination of the word Nigger, bro.
Yeah.
Man.
I ain't heard that one.
Bro. That was one of the funniest. Because they was down in, the hills. And they was playing the banjo. Yeah, you say turkey, I say corn, turkey, corn. And then from there, they just like came up with The word. Bro.
Hey, Tommy Davidson is a bad boy, man.
Especially since Ace Ventura, Pet Detective 2. When he popped out the backpack of that big dude, and he was in Africa.
Jim Carrey or
yeah, Jim
Tommy
Carrey's,
Davidson.
Tommy Davidson jumped out the backpack, and he was in the second movie of Ace Ventura.
I don't remember that.
Bro, I gotta show you this.
Hey man, I forget about that.
He was telling me he was White Devil. White Devil. He was saying that like he didn't speak any English in the movie.
I gotta see that.
Like once you see it, you be like, that's Tommy Davidson? Like, what? Like, wait a minute. I'm going to show you this, man.
Yeah,
like,
bro.
As soon as we get up off here.
Man, we about to watch this, man, because I don't remember Tommy Davidson and Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, man. But, hey, man, appreciate y'all tuning in, man. This is the Type-ish podcast, man. I'm talking about, make sure you subscribe on YouTube. And we're going to have more content for you soon. If you need some merch, leave a message on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? The website will be back here soon. Reconfiguring and redesigning the website, man, to get it really popping how I want to get it popping. So, yeah, check us out, subscribe, and we'll holler at you in a minute. Go ahead, go take your bowel movement, man. Yeah.